Bum, 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 the theatre mum. Bum. Welcome to the Theatre Mum, the hottest podcast purely in sweat.
Yes.
We're doing this
dripping
on the hottest day of the year because...
Is it the hottest day today?
I think it's meant to be today.
Jeez, it's 35.
What a hoot.
Yeah.
Joining me today is a creative connoisseur. Yes, he's been dipping the toes in all sorts of creative endeavours over the years, whether in musicals or plays or fringe work or short films, podcasts, hey-ho, a whole lot more. We met some time ago on the Amdram circuit, didn't we, where he's played a tin man, a drag queen and a 40-year-old linguistics expert.
Yes, I did.
The talent knows no bounds.
At 21. I was 21 years old.
It's Tom Hazelden.
Hello. It's me.
It's you.
The wait is finally over.
Thank God. This is the entire
I've seen
series.
the comments.
That's all the people want.
Yeah.
And I had to give them what they wanted.
Yeah. Left by me, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course.
Burner accounts.
Under loads
Yeah.
of pseudonyms.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Just one letter difference. Bomb Hazelden, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm struggling in this weather, which feels like just the most boring thing you can say.
That's what everyone's saying.
But also I'm kind of compelled to run and exercise in this weather. Which
I've literally been to the gym this morning.
Yeah.
Only because they had aircon.
Oh, see, I cancelled my gym subscription because I'm terrible at it. But running outside.
Outside. I have seen a lot of outside running.
Yeah, I went for a run yesterday.
Did you?
I had a great time. I think.
Okay, when in the day did you go running?
About 2:00, which is when it was at its hottest.
Fucking nutter.
Yeah.
Every person who runs past me in that weather, I'm like, what are they fucking doing?
I was going to say, do we want to go into this, or do we want to get onto
this is very
acting
important performing work.
Okay.
This is your recreational
Basically,
sanity.
I've been blessed with this thing where if my body heats up quickly, I break out in hives and I get really itchy and blotchy. I'm sort of allergic to my own body. But if it's 30 degrees outside and I go for a run, my body's already warm and I don't break out.
Oh, so really it's for medical reasons.
Yeah. And also I just think I'm more active when it's warm out. I sleep better. I don't need to sleep for as long. Seasonal depression is just a real thing. I'm not like...
Everyone's sweating, but they're in a really great mood.
Yeah.
Everyone's
The reasons that it's hot is not great. Do you know what I mean? Climate change is real, but...
We've just been joined by my husky, looking forlorn and lost.
Yeah, staring me down right now. I'm sorry, Paddy.
I actually have got some this or that questions.
Great.
Just for...
Great.
I say a warm-up, I feel like.
A cool-down.
It's the wrong term to use. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Especially this guy. Right.
Don't see anything else.
I had a cat growing up as well, but dogs, yeah.
But that cat is gone.
The cat is dead, yeah.
The cat is dead.
Pickle is pickling in the ground.
Oh,
yeah.
dear. Would you prefer an unlimited supply of books or an unlimited supply of movies?
Oh, that is my,
kryptonite.
Yeah, I think... Oh, my God. Okay, I have some questions.
Go on.
If I get an unlimited supply of books, do movies disappear?
No.
Movies are still coming out. I'm rich. I can buy all the books I want. I think in that case, I would go books because I love movies. I watched 200 films last year. And I think I don't need the option of being able to watch more, but I can always read more. And I do read a lot, so yes, I'll take that.
Very good.
There we go.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Yeah. I've realised recently that I do like tea, but I'm a tea snob. Loose leaf tea. In the bag, fine, but doesn't really do anything for me.
You like a loose leaf tea, do you?
Yeah, or like a Whittard or a Bird and Blend.
Oh, bloody hell. No Yorkshire tea for you.
Oh, and the biscuit brew, though. So good. So good.
We did have a box of that, but I'm not sure what I felt about it. It's like I dropped my biscuit in it.
Yeah.
Without the mushy blob at the bottom when I get to the end.
And they also do a jam on toast one, which is...
I beg your pardon.
Strange, but good.
Is there toast flavour in there? That feels... I could deal with jam, fruity tea.
Yeah, kind of. It is like... It's sort of a bit like fruity and a bit biscuity, I guess. It's good though. It's really hard to explain.
I guess
because
I can't knock it. I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I thought it would be bad, and I liked it. But coffee, all day, any day.
Teleportation or invisibility?
I think teleportation, because I think you could get some of the benefits of invisibility with teleportation, but not vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Like you could teleport in somewhere into like I was going to say cupboard, but that makes me sound like a pervert.
I was thinking like a roof, but you know.
Yeah, you could teleport into like, I don't know,
the room next door and be
a room with someone.
I'm just going upstairs.
Yeah. I was going to say you could teleport into a room with someone, you know, not so good for the world. You could take them with you somewhere, but you that's basically invisibility. But you've gone in, you've gone out, no one's seen you.
Sneaky. Pirate or cowboy?
Pirate, yeah.
To be one or to meet one?
Oh, I wonder what you're going to say. To have sex with.
I mean, either or.
I would like to be a pirate. I think they, for all intents and purposes, were actually quite reasonable folk. They were like a democratic community. They had early bedtimes. They had lots of rules. Whereas cowboys, I think there's a lot of like dysentery, and from what I know, there weren't that many like gunslinging kind of, like I don't think it was as fun as it looks in films. I just think the voice is cool for pirates as well. You know? Yar! Yar!
Time travel to the past or to the future?
To the past. Yeah. Why would I want to go to the future?
No one needs to go there right now.
Yeah.
We'll just be burning alive.
Yeah, well, that's what's happening right now. I'd love to go to like ancient Greece, I think. Or ancient. I love all that mythology
Combine
and
it
history.
with the teleportation as well.
Yeah.
Could be fucking away.
Could do both. Time travel to ancient Greece and then teleport to Rome.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn?
A pet dragon. As I feel like that's sort of like asking, would you rather have this cool mythical beast or a horse with a nail in its head?
It's so funny, because that's exactly what Aidan said.
Yeah. Yeah, right? And I'd take a dragon.
Narnia or Neverland?
Neverland, because I've never seen Narnia, the Narnia films.
You've avoided it all this time.
Yeah, I think we went to like a caravan club when I was a kid, like one of these like holiday clubs somewhere, and there was a kids' night on, and the film was Chronicles of Narnia. All the kids were really badly behaved, and they were like throwing shit and shouting, and I think I was just like, which was not the vibe for me. I was like, I'm here to watch this film. Yeah. So pirates as well in Neverland.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
Vampire or werewolf?
Vampire. I think the transformation and the like unpredictability around that, it feels quite painful. It looks painful.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they're enjoying that transformation.
No. And have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
It's just,
they're fun.
Seems like a good time.
Yes.
Yeah. Get to hang out with Matt Berry and Natasha Demetriou. Yeah.
And that's what we all want.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I would love that.
Would you rather be able to talk to animals or understand any foreign language?
I think talk to animals. I feel like my reasoning for that is that you can learn a language if you try enough, but you can't learn to speak to animals. You can like understand like animals to an extent. Yeah. But if you could talk to like a snail, although would you hear them when you like step on them at night? You know, you hear them like, oh no, I have a family.
Oh God, my body.
Tell my wife.
I just had 20,000 children.
Or is it? I think there's a Rick and Morty episode where that happens. And he goes crazy because he can just hear like all the animals constantly. It's the birds and the squirrels.
Fucking birds.
But I thrive in chaos.
Bum, 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 bum. Now we're actually on to something useful.
Great.
You know, 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
This is what they're here for.
You talk for England.
So, where did you start as a performer? What got you into it?
I have been performing since I was a kid. I did Stagecoach for like 10 years when I was younger, which really sort of like, I feel like these types of schools probably vary in quality from place to place and venue to venue, but this place that I was at was amazing, and I think they were just gave us a lot of like discipline and stuff that I was like, yeah, this is cool. But then before that, like my granddad was a bit of a, not an actual performer, but just a bit of a clown in general. And I think I was really close to him, and I think I just sort of picked up on like, I can make people laugh. School, did a couple of performances, and like musicals and stuff, and then Amdram, and then went off to train. And here we are.
And we've made it this far.
Yeah.
Didn't you do quite a lot of youth theatre around the area?
Oh,
because
yeah,
weren't you in Newbury Youth Theatre or something?
Yeah, I did Newbury Youth Theatre for probably about 4 years, I think, and then left when I turned 18. But yeah, we used to go to the Fringe every year, which is really where I fell in love with like what I'm doing right now.
So you went there multiple times with them, did you?
Yeah, 2013, 14 and 15. So I was 16, 17 and 18 years old. And they were like very formative years. What
was the experience like going to Edinburgh then as a teenager? Because I've only spoken to people who have gone as adults.
As adults, yeah. So cool. So cool.
Because someone else must have been in charge of you, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so there was sort of a rule of like, we had like university dorms, but we were really free to do whatever we wanted as long as we were in groups of 3. We couldn't be in any less than a 3.
Okay.
Now, did we do that? No.
How are they going to police that once you're out in Edinburgh?
Did we sneak out past our curfew? Yes.
Oh, of course. All the good shows on.
Yeah. But it was great. It was really like, hey, you've got a lot of independence. You've got however much money your parents have given you, and all this art around you, and then you can go back to the dorms and drink. A lot.
A lot of water legally.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes, and beer. It was honestly just the best. I think like that they were 3 of the best sort of like summers of my life. I feel like I will be chasing that high forever. But yeah, I just saw so much cool stuff there as well.
Do you remember what shows you did with them when you were
I did, yeah. I did 3 shows. So the first one was called The Curious Case of the Ugly Wump and Other Curious Monsters, which was a town of kids that woke up one day to find that the parents had gone missing.
That sounds like a Stephen King
story. Tony, the guy that and Amy, but it like mainly came from Tony, I think, who still does run Newbury Youth Theatre, is really, really like fringe, independent, niche theatre driven. So he did lots of cool stuff, and he'd always be like, oh, you have to go and see this Turkish clown show or whatever. So we got very, very fringy experience. So yeah, that was the first one. Second one was called The Bee-Man of Orne, which is like a philosophical story who I think is a kid's book, maybe. He's a bee man who is constantly wondering what he's supposed to be in life, if he's supposed to be a bee man, and what his purpose is. And then he goes chasing it and meets all these characters along the way, trying out different things like, oh, could I be this? Could I be this? Could I be this? And then he finally meets someone that's able to like grant his wish. I don't know if this was sort of our version. I don't know if the story's the same. But he meets someone that's able to grant his wish, and they turn him into a baby. And he grows up and I think becomes a bee man. And it's like a loop. So it's a very cool sort of story of like looking for what you already have, I guess. And then the last play was from a book called Cautionary Tales by someone called Hilaire Belloc, I think is the name. And did you ever watch Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids?
Yes.
It's basically that. It's like a courtroom. I mean, the book is, here's something this kid did that was wrong, and here's the consequences of that thing. And then we set it in a courtroom, and all the kids were on trial for doing different things. So yeah, those are the 3 shows I did. They all had like lots of movement, ensemble, and songs and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, fun! Cool. You've been to Edinburgh since as an adult a few times. I
have.
I presume, but with your own show that you co-wrote.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, our final project at Fourth Monkey, which is the drama school I went to, was to make something. Could be like with anyone, make anything. So me and my friend Joe, who wanted to work together for a while, we were like, we should pair up and make something, because we wanted to. And we made a show called My Last 2 Brain Cells, which was a really silly character comedy set in a brain, but the brain was an office block, like a 90s style office block. And the audience were all hormones that had been newly created, and Joe's character was taking them on a tour of the brain. And about 10 minutes into the show, you find out that the guy whose head you're in is dying.
Okay.
And all the other brain cells have left or sort of died already. And there's only the 2 brain cells, me and Joe, left to save his life. But we're like the 2 least equipped people to do that. Yeah, so it was like really, really silly, really fast paced. It was sort of like we wanted to make a sketch show, but I was like, I've seen so many sketch shows at the Fringe and just in general, and like unless we can find some like interesting hook, I'm not sure I would be comfortable or like happy doing it.
Yeah.
So then we were sort of like, well, let's try and do narrative sketch almost. So it's like a weird sort of hybrid.
Yeah.
But it was a play.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know it was sort of a sketch show in disguise. Yeah, so that was so much fun, so rewarding and so challenging, and I spent so much money. So much money.
Thank you, Fringe.
Thank you so much, Edinburgh
But
Fringe.
didn't you won an award for best comedy though, didn't you? You were like the 7th most popular comedy.
Yeah, we were the 7th
you?
highest rated show of the Fringe, which
Yes.
was crazy. Which we didn't expect because it was literally just a 2-person team. We got people in to watch and give us notes, but we put the whole thing together ourselves, like all the tech and everything. And yeah, we were just really like, oh shit, we're the 7th highest rated show of the Fringe.
How this happened?
Yeah, and I think we sort of like not to undermine the achievement or anything, because you know, very, very proud and like it was amazing. But the way they did it was they took all of the reviews that you got and then they divided them, but they took like the average, if that's the right math term. So you're looking at who was above us. It was like Ed Byrne, you know, who I also great that he's writing good material, and but I would argue he's not really a Fringe act. So, you know, like...
When Jamie went, he saw Johnny Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
and I was like...
Johnny Vegas!
What's he doing at the Fringe?
Yeah, I think it's like obvious...
Why are people having to spend £60 on a ticket at the Fringe?
Yeah, and I think it's maybe just sort of... It's a good source of income for them and allows them to do other stuff.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like... I could see the Fringe becoming a comedy festival, I think, just because it's... sells better and it's getting more and more expensive. Yeah, he's someone that I was like, when I looked at the list, I was like, I don't feel like he should maybe be on here. I feel like if you've been on Mock the Week, you probably you've probably made it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were looking at the people above us, and they all had like 50 something reviews, and we had 7, I think, which was the minimum.
Yes.
But they were all 5s, and I think 1 4-star. Hence why we were quite high up.
We'll take it.
But we'll take it. And I think we had like 3 other ones that just weren't sort of official publications, but they were also 5 stars. And I was like, if they'd included those, we could have been even higher. But we'll take what we got. And at the time, we were like 7th high. Oh, we're never gonna have to work again. Cut to no jobs, nothing. That's how it goes.
No interest, you bastards.
Yes. Yep.
But now you can put it on your poster if
Exactly.
you ever do it again.
Yeah, and we've had some like Chloe Petts, who's going to be on the next season of Taskmaster.
Yeah.
She came to see us at the Vault Festival because she used to work with Joe, because she saw the poster
she
was like, that looks like a great...
Joe, that looks really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
So if we can get a quote from her, that's going on if we do anything else. But
where at Edinburgh did you do it? Was it Underbelly?
We did 2 years. The first year was Gilded Balloon, which was big for me because there's a huge comedy sketch group called Auntie Donna, who now have a Netflix series and a series in Australia on ABC, who I saw perform at Gilded Balloon. And then we got offered that, and I was like, this is such a full circle moment for me. And it was
fate.
It was maybe like 10 years after I'd seen them. So that was cool. Not in the same room, but the same venue. We'll take it. And then the second year we went back, we did Underbelly, which was also great. Loved that venue.
Those are great venues.
Such good venues. We got very lucky in that Joe knew someone who was good friends with all the sort of like producers and was like, this, I can put in a good word for you, but this is maybe how you would approach getting into that venue. Which I think, controversially, should be something that's available for everyone.
What?
Right? Just sort of fair.
Everyone should have access.
Equity, yeah, but...
Don't be silly.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah. I think we got Underbelly... No, we didn't. No, actually we didn't. We got them for ourselves, but I don't think our applications were as strong as they could have been. And this lady Beck was just like, oh yeah, I can have a word, or but
sometimes it's just who you know, though, isn't it?
I mean, I will take it. Yeah, I will be completely transparent about that. Like,
yeah,
we didn't.
Well, it's like there are some shows that are on at like the Other Palace in London.
Yeah,
and I think you've only put that on because actually you're really good friends with the guy.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean that it's a bad show. It's just actually that's their way in.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, we performed at the Other Palace as well without
knowing anyone.
Yeah.
What?
Right. And it was good. We did it more just to say we'd done the Other Palace.
Yeah.
But they're tough sells, I think.
Are they? It's a little bit out of the centre, though, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, and I also just don't think it's where people look for fringe comedy, and then when they do look for fringe comedy, it's maybe more expensive than it would be in Edinburgh, or at least the same price. And when you're doing previews, I think you should have lower ticket sales.
Yeah.
So we did say this to a couple of venues. We were like, you can put it on sale for this price if you want, but we think if you want to sell tickets, it needs to be lower. And so many venues were like, great, thank you for that feedback. We're going to put them on at the full price. And then you get an email the week before and they're like, so we've set up some discount codes because, and we're like, yeah, we know.
We told you that as well. I know, and now all of them have brought in dynamic pricing, which is infuriating.
Yes. Is that's where you book early, you get cheaper tickets?
Yeah, right? And as soon as they cotton on that people are interested,
they start putting them up.
It automatically just goes poop. That front row seat is, instead of £20, it's £60 all of a sudden. Yeah.
I've always said if I do Fringe again, which I wanted to do this year, but I didn't get a slot that I was happy with. But
to do My Last Two Brain Cells again?
No. Joe, who I made it with, is doing a master's degree at the minute. So that's...
Oh, fucking rude.
That's out the window for a bit, exactly.
No,
I want to do I think maybe a solo show.
Yes.
But yeah, I've always been of the mentality of like... Because you can sort of, ask for certain things at the Fringe. I think if you are able to, you should put like a couple of seats aside for free or for half price or something every night, because you're not going to miss... I mean, like, every penny does count at the Fringe, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think you'll miss 2 or 3 seats when they're probably going to be empty anyway, so you could potentially fill them
and offer them to people who maybe
and also like the staff don't, but the benefit of working there is they get to pass in, but if it's sold out then it goes to the audience before it goes to the staff. And I think if you're working at the Fringe, you should be able to go and
I would
put 2 tickets aside a night or something. It's very noble in theory, but then when it comes to it, I'd be like, actually, I could really do with the 60.
I really need that money, actually.
Whatever it is, to be fair, I've done lots of swapping tickets for favours. That sounds, once again, I've made myself sound like a pervert.
For favours?
Yeah.
Are you a rent boy?
Yeah, and in this case, I am talking about sexual favours. So.
I knew as much.
Yeah. The invisibility thing, completely innocent. This is not. This is
real.
Yeah.
Did you manage to make a profit at all on any of these trips?
We actually did in the first year. We got a really good rate, I think, for our venue. Basically, if anyone's listening to this that is considering going to Fringe or whatever, what we didn't realise is that you can haggle, and you should haggle for a venue cost. So we got offered Just the Tonic, which is a good venue. It's good for comedy, but there's a lot of free Fringe there, and it's maybe not got the same sort of following as Gilded Balloon. I would say it's like Gilded Balloon, Underbelly, Pleasance and Assembly and Summer Hall are sort of like A tier. And then Just the Tonic is like B tier. Still a great venue. I've seen some of the best stuff I've seen at the Fringe there. But in terms of getting footfall through the door. Anyway, we got an offer from them for like a 90-seat venue, I think, for about I can't remember how much it was. Maybe about $3,000, $3 or $5,000. And then we also got an offer from Gilded Balloon for a similar venue, and I think it was about $10,000. Now, obviously, they're like they bring more. But we were like, okay, let's go back to Just the Tonic and say we're going to go with you because it's a better option financially. And then this lady that helped us sort of get a foot in the door was like, oh, you should go back to them and say we've been offered this price from this location at this time. And then we did, and they were like, cool, okay, we'll do that. So we ended up getting a cheaper venue just because we asked. And I don't think people know you can do that. You assume it's a set rate for a set time. And,
yes, that's what I would have assumed.
Yeah. And then this like really became clear. My friend Mark, who, do you know Dropout as a thing? They used to be College Humour. But
yes.
they now do like an improv based streaming service. Very, very cool like company. My friend Mark just got his show produced by them this year, like his one-man Fringe show, Best Man show, check it out. But I had to break the news to him because he's from LA. I had to break the news to him in 2024, I think, that he'd been like completely ripped off by his venue, and I won't say where they were, but he got charged I think £9,500 for a like, I want to say like 30-seater in a venue that's kind of out of the way and not that great. And every time I see him we talk about it, and I'm like, had to break the news to you that they've scammed you out of so much money. I think because he's American as well. They were like, well, he won't know.
Well, they won't know. I bet loads of people are like that though.
Yes.
They just don't know.
Yeah. Why
especially if it's your first time going.
Yeah. And then he went back the second year with that knowledge in mind. Got a much cheaper venue at a better place.
Yeah.
And then got his show produced by Dropout. So I mean, yeah, it all worked out.
It all worked out in the end.
Yeah, they're a bit tricky. I know, like, they need the money, but
also don't be a twat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't. Why I even just staying up there, when you look at the rates of the rooms,
it's crazy.
How can that same room suddenly be £500 more?
Yeah,
a night.
It's crazy.
Sorry, you're not providing me anything else.
Yeah, I saw a 10-bedroom house that was $50,000 for the month a couple of years ago, and I was like, that's insane.
Wild.
Yeah, but the first year we went up, me and Joe got a house out in West Edinburgh for £500 between the two of us, so like £200 each, and we were like, Joe had never been to the Fringe before, so I was sort of like his Fringe doula. That's the word I've chosen.
He was a Fringe virgin.
His Fringe midwife. And I was just like, we have to take this.
He's
I know
like,
it's
gosh,
out of
that's
the way.
a lot of money. Oh, we've got to travel a lot
40
for
minutes
that.
on the bus, but
that's not that bad.
No. It was great as well. It's like nice to be in a house.
Yeah. I was going to say, and not just eat crap the whole week and actually be able to cook if there was a kitchen, but
there was. I don't think I cooked maybe like one day.
I was thinking.
Yeah. But I'm so much healthier when I'm at the Fringe. I eat really, really well.
Well, you've got to be on top of it, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're performing as well.
Yeah.
So...
And mentally, I'm just happier as well. I'm happy and healthy.
Now we're all fringed out. And
yes.
I'm moving away from Fringe.
Yeah, good.
Because, thank fuck.
Nothing left in me.
The end, guys. You went to drama school.
Yes.
To Fourth Monkey in London, which I won't lie, before you got in there, I had never even heard. Never even heard. Gone under the radar, they have. I feel like all the big ones sort of...
Yeah. Take up all the
room.
Yeah.
What made you... How did you find them? What made you want to go there?
Well, first we should jump back to the Fringe.
Go on.
No, I'm kidding. Although I did... This is crazy. When I went home over Christmas on my first year at Fourth Monkey, I had a clear out, and I've gotten rid of them now, but I kept all of my flyers from the Fringe in the first 3 years.
Oh my Christ.
I just keep them and take them and then go through. Because there's loads of stuff I didn't see as well, like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Bo Burnham, they were both there with Fleabag, and
oh damn,
didn't see them. But I found a flyer for the Fourth Monkey show, and I showed it to Steve, the head of Fourth Monkey, and I was like, it's crazy, I found this. What was your question?
Actually, you did get distracted by Fringe.
How did I hear
How did you
them?
find them? Why did you choose to go there?
I got into a drama school in America, in LA, the Academy of Dramatic Arts, I think that's what it's called. I got in there. Don't think we could have afforded it anyway, but it seemed exciting because I didn't want to do drama school. I kind of put off by the like, we will break you, and then we
and make you what we want you to be.
And I think I had quite thin skin, and I was just like, I'm not ready to be torn apart and like constantly like beaten around and told that I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
But a school in America seemed like it was maybe a bit more worth it, and I was like 23 at the time, and I was like, I don't want to just keep extending my like gap 5 years. I want to do something. Yeah, so I got in there, and this was in 2019. I did my audition. And I don't know if you're aware, but in 2020 there was a global pandemic.
What was that?
Yeah.
Was that here, or was that just in America?
No, global means world.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so everywhere.
I must have been somewhere else.
Yeah, Mars. They didn't get COVID there.
No, it's cooler there.
So I was like, okay, I should maybe look at my options and see if there's anywhere closer to home, just in case, because we didn't know what was going to happen. So I auditioned for Aura, which has now fallen apart at the seams, and Fourth Monkey. So I used to work at the Watermill Theatre, and as a facilitator for like workshops and classes, and I worked a auditioning for drama schools course with this guy called Seamus, who my boss Emma was like, do you want to facilitate it, because then you can also
sit at the back
part in it as well. And Seamus doesn't care, he's chaos, so he was like, yeah, I don't need help, you can just do the course basically. I just did some admin bits, I think, but he afterwards was like, I think you should look at Fourth Monkey, it'd be a really good school for you. So I heard about it from him, and then the audition day is free. It was 9 to 5, run by the head of the drama school, which is just sort of unheard of. So I was like, great, what do I have to lose? Why not? And then just sort of fell in love with the audition day and the vibe, and was like, great, this is the school for me.
What did you study?
It was, the course itself is just is an acting BA honours, but it's very physical. So I did 2 years of corporeal mime, which as soon as you say you've done mime training, everyone does the same thing, which is I'm trapped in a box. Which is
I'm in a peanut. Whoa.
Yeah. Which is, firstly, I'd say there's no talking in mime, so you've already
so you fucked it.
Yeah, you messed that one up. But it, like corporeal mime is closer to ballet. Like it's really, really quite strictly disciplined and really difficult. It's basically like creating a language for your body, like a physical language, but the language is really specific. So everything's done in sort of like degrees. So you like do things in like 90 degrees or 45 degrees at like angles, and is really, really cool. And if you get a chance to see any mime shows, Theatre RE is the company that the guy Guillaume who taught me runs. If you get to see any of their shows, they're just like incredible. He's got a show called The Nature of Forgetting, which is all about dementia or Alzheimer's, and like just losing memories.
Yeah.
And I was a mess after I saw that. It was incredible. So yeah, we did that, and then we did Grotowski, which is just lots of like physical sort of. It's not interpretive dance, but it's that sort of thing of like you're just kind of feeling the movement and going with it.
Where's it taking you?
Yeah, and you have to be sort of like exhausted to do Grotowski.
Show me red.
Yeah, yeah. We did clown. We did a couple of weeks of voguing.
Oh my god!
And then we also did like Shakespeare, screen acting. They're very heavy on Meisner, which I love. Meisner. So we really got lots of like, here's a bit of everything. And then, is there something you resonate with?
Did you find one thing that you were like, that's what I like?
Yeah, I think Meisner was. I think Meisner's really, really a really useful tool, especially for more like modern approach. I don't know if you've done any Meisner, but it's all like, but basically like the Meisner exercises that you there's different variations of it that build and build and build, but it starts with you just giving objective calls backward and forward. So I'd be like, you're staring at me, and then you'd say, I'm staring at you, and then you keep going, and it's about making like snap observations, and then they can start to become slightly more like, you're Mrs. Rasman, who was like my English teacher in primary school, and then it's just about like really honing into what the other person's doing, and you're not thinking about what you're doing. It's like you're just sort of being in the moment basically, and then it doesn't require you to like pour your soul out and be like, I have to remember this one time when my gran died when I was 6 years old and I couldn't make the funeral. And you're just like, I'm pissed because my character's
reacting to the moment.
Yeah. And the best example was our Meisner teacher, Michael, was like, he went and saw a show and the stage directions were that the character took a jug of milk out of the fridge, poured himself a glass and drank it. And the character goes to the fridge, grabs the jug, pours the milk, and it's obviously not been refrigerated or has been sat there for a while, and it like lumps and stuff fall out. And then he like tries to drink it on stage, and obviously the whole audience is like, what is going on? And Michael's always like, that is the best example of Meisner work not being used, because that character wouldn't go, this milk has gone off, I'm going to drink it. But the actor goes, the stage directions say I have to drink the milk, so I have to drink the milk. And it's just stuff like that. But I think that's really, really great, especially for improv and comedy, because you can really like lock in with the audience and the other people and just sort of be like, I'm saying something interesting and funny that I'm not thinking about too much. And then clowning was also great as well. That's just really fun and scary, but also super easy, like for something so scary and difficult. Like, I know that's a bit of a paradox, but it is truly sort of just about doing nothing and just being like, yeah, people are kind of just funny.
Didn't you do some short films at Fourth Monkey? I saw one that was like the tragedy of Big House Manor or something.
Yeah, so we had a short film project. Oh god, the drama behind that short film.
Oh no.
it was like an honest, we got this, you can find it, it's on my YouTube channel. We had a project where it was like, everyone pitches a short film. This is not assessed, this is just between assessments for a bit of fun, but you still have to do it. Everyone pitches a short film, writes a little treatment, and then the people that run the course pick like 6 that they like, and then go, cool, this is your group to make it with. You choose how you use them, but they have to be everything: filming, sound, editing. And then I got put in this short film that was like, this is a murder mystery, but it's like a farce. So it's like, sort of Faulty Towers, Monty Python-esque. And the premise that sort of sets it apart as well is that it's all going to be in first person perspective. Anyway, but it was written by these 2 guys called Callum and Fraser, who are good friends of mine, and we were all like, great, this sounds really fun. And they had a really good, really funny group of people to use. And they showed up, and there's this bit in the start of the film where everyone's got a line where it's like, is he dead, gone, passed on? And we showed up on the day, we filmed that one scene, and we went, cool, what's next in the script? And they went, that's all we've written. We're just gonna work the rest out. We're just gonna improv. We were like, you want to improv a like slapstick, fast-paced, comedic murder mystery with an intelligent twist. And so we just started we were all like, because we'd all written pitches as well. And I was like, I think I wrote a pretty good pitch for a short film that I could have done and would have written.
Yeah. Oh.
But anyway, so
sometimes improv scenes work, but you do normally know what the scene's going to be.
I love the idea of improving around dot points.
Yeah.
Auntie Donna, speaking of, have just released today an X-Men film where they're all in really cheap costumes and they just got the dot points and the rest is improvised. It's so funny. But yeah, so we were like, okay, fine, let's just sort of, it's their project, so we can't really, but we were all a bit pissed off. But we were like, fine, we'll go with it. And then the end of day 1, they were like, okay, we really need to think about what we're going to do tomorrow, because we don't know how we're going to do this. We like, and no shit, Sherlock.
I think we've made an error.
Write the film. Yeah. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to take the initiative. I said to them, do you mind if I do something to try and fix this?
Save this.
And then Fraser was literally like, please. So I was like, okay, great. So then I went home and I wrote. It was all dot points actually. I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do instead.
Yeah.
So I was like, instead we're going to make a mockumentary that's about this film that never got made because it was such a disaster. So then I gave everyone like dot points of everyone's characters were slightly different, and then we improvised loads of it. There's a bit at the beginning where I'm the detective and I have this line that we filmed like 10 different takes of and then used one. So it was all sort of improv like that. And then I had like a weekend to edit it all together, and then we got the finished thing, because I was just going to be the editor and be and the detective. So it was a bit of a nightmare, but I think for a like 48-hour short film that was so chaotic, I think it came out pretty well.
Do you quite like creating your own work as well, though? Like doing
absolutely.
the writing and stuff as well?
Yeah, as soon as Fraser let me do it,
yes.
I was like, great, because I control everything. Bit of a control
And
freak.
I've saved the day.
Yeah. I learned that with brain cells, I think. I sort of saw a different side to myself creatively that I maybe didn't love, but it's good to know that is there.
Like a mad
to
scientist.
understand it. Yeah, I'm just a perfectionist.
You are like Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Possessed and obsessed.
yeah. And that show did almost kill me. But yeah, I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, and I think I'm trying to learn to drop things. I feel like in my head I have an idea though of what the thing could be, and that thing is not perfect. But it's just holding myself to a high standard.
Yeah.
But you do need to know that sometimes
there might be a compromise.
Okay, and
You know, you'll be your own worst critic as well. You could finish editing a film and you'd never be happy with it, but if you never release it, then no one ever sees it.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, people take what they want from it. You might make the quote-unquote perfect film or perfect show, and people just fucking hate it. Everyone just universally really dislikes it.
I put hours and hours into
but you're like, but this is it. Or you make something that's, like, really messy, but people love, which I think is what we have with brain cells. Really,
chaos.
Like it was, it went through a lot of changes, and I do think there's a lot of room for us to improve it still, but maybe with someone else externally coming on to do that.
Yes, someone who's not so close to it.
Yeah, someone who's not in it, has written it, produced it, done the marketing for it, edited it, paid for it, sorted the costume, the set, the flyers,
someone
the photography.
else please take charge. I just want to perform in it.
It's too much, I think. Maybe.
I think it could be too many jobs.
Having said that, I would do it again.
And I wouldn't enjoy them taking over control.
No, if I did a solo Fringe show, I would want to do the posters. Although I don't know.
I would be like that though because I have a show in my head.
Yeah.
But I've not written it down. But it's a solo one, and I would think, I don't know if I'd want anyone else.
Yeah, well, we were worried
helping.
With getting a director in that they wouldn't get it, they wouldn't understand the tone, and they'd want to change things that we don't want to, and then you've got to compromise. But which is good to an extent, but also like with posters and stuff like that, I was like, I've sort of got the skill for it to be good enough. I learned so much from it. I made merch.
Oh my God!
I was a graphic designer for it.
Your CV's so long.
Yeah, I made a pin and I made a key ring and then did the posts and stuff, and it took forever. So maybe I would give it to someone else. But it's good to have the skill. It's good to be like, I've done that.
I've done it, and I don't enjoy it.
And I didn't have to pay. We didn't pay anyone for it, which is maybe why we made a profit first year.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your drama school experience then in the end? Because I know lots of people were coming out. Some people have enjoyed themselves and others have not had such a good time.
Yeah, for sure. What's the next question?
Was it what you expected it to be?
No, I don't want... This is not a reflection on Fourth Monkey because I started training in COVID. They were so good about it though. Like everyone was fully online and we had 3 days in the room and 2 days online, which was great. Like no one else was doing that.
That's not bad, yeah.
But it's hard to know. We were a bit of a guinea pig year because we were the first year that it had been an accredited course with Falmouth, because it's a Falmouth uni course now. And they sort of signed up with Falmouth with the idea that Falmouth won't make us change anything. And I don't know how true that is. You never really know. But I think it's just like lots and lots of people in quite a small space. And that's often hard to know if that's a Falmouth being like, we need X amount of people. Yeah. Or if that's just, we need this amount of people to cover the costs. I think it's probably the first one, if I'm honest. Or maybe just like a bit of greed is the wrong word, but just like, if we can get these people in, let's get them in. Yeah. But it just means you get less one-on-one time. And I think while it's a really good course it's like a tapas drama course, you get a bit of a taste of everything. Yeah. It also means you don't necessarily hone certain things. I don't know what the course is anymore because I graduated in 22. And if you were the guinea pig year, then they may have altered it. You never know. But I got brain cells from it. and I met
Yeah.
lots of people. I met my ex at drama school, and we were together for 4 and a bit years, and like there was a really lovely period of my life. So like, you know, really grateful that we met. I met Joe, who's one of my closest friends, Rosie, who's also one of my closest friends who I lived with, and like also just I got to do Meisner and clowning, and like voguing and swing classes was so much fun, and that's something I'm constantly like, I want to find like a swing class or a salsa class or something, because I think my only experience with dance was like GCSE dance, and I was the worst.
That's just contemporary as well.
Yeah, contemporary, yeah. And we were really fortunate. My GCSE and then the A-level class, I think there were like 8 boys.
Oh my God,
it was
luxury!
More boys than girls, which was really cool.
That is unusual.
But they were all really good, and I was not.
Oh damn!
And I think I was just like, I'm not good at this.
I'm not a dancer.
I used to be good at like jazz dance when I did Stagecoach, but then I was like, yeah, maybe not. But then doing it for fun without being assessed or anything,
no pressure,
and different styles, I was like, do you know what? I actually love salsa, swing, and voguing, and I'm like really good at them as well. They come quite naturally to me, whereas contemporary does not. Maybe I could give it a go now. I'm slightly more confident in my body. Gone through puberty, I hope. Yeah.
I feel like as well, like, because you didn't want to go to drama school initially.
Yeah.
And you'd taken such a long gap year.
Yeah.
Maybe then it just, I don't know, set you on your path of life a little bit.
Yeah.
Gave you something to focus on.
Yeah. I'm glad I did that. And it was a 2-year course, which appealed to me, because I didn't want to do it. It's still a full BA. It's just an accelerated one, which was really great. I think a lot of drama schools, the 3rd year is just performance year, which is like great.
Pressure.
But you could maybe be out doing that in the industry. I mean, you know, not that it's always that easy for everyone. It certainly was not for me. Mm-hmm. But I think there were lots of things that appealed to me about it. But I think it did. I think the weirdest thing I feel about it was how I came across as a person. I think I talked to my therapist about this a lot. I think I came across as a bit of a politician, because there are a lot of younger people there. And I think also when there's lots of people, the standard lowers, because people don't hold themselves as accountable. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I really care about this, and I'm paying £11,000. Well, I'm never going to pay that back, but I'm paying £11,000 a year for this. So I just had to sort of be a bit of a twat, to be honest. Like I wasn't mean, but I was like, you know, I'm
taking this seriously.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Too Hot to Handle?
Yes.
Okay. Season 1. And this is fresh on the mind because I finished it this afternoon. Do you know Kels from season 1? Do you remember him? Who's like, they're all sleeping together, and he's like, guys, you've just lost us £3,000 for a kiss. And he's like really reasonable, and he's like, why? It's sort of like, are you all stupid? You're like shagging money away. This is like £100,000. That was sort of me. Like, I wasn't mean. I got on with everyone, but I think it just made me feel a bit weird about I think I'm naturally quite a warm, bubbly, silly person. I'm not naturally
You are quite a fun person.
Guys, we really need to take this seriously, and I just don't think the standard is good enough. Like, that's not where I sit naturally, but that is sort of who I was for a couple of years.
And also, none of them knew you.
Exactly.
So that's maybe the only impression they had.
My friend Ivana was like, we had to do this thing where you describe everyone with adjectives, and it helps them like get an idea of your casting. And she was like, you're really cold, and we don't know if you like anyone. Which also, there were quite a lot of people on my course that I did not want to go for a drink with. So I was quite antisocial. But I was like, I don't think that's who you are at all. Cold is like the last word people use to describe me. Yeah. Especially right now, because it's 35 degrees.
I describe you as sticky.
Yeah. Moist. Yeah. So I think that's maybe the weirdest thing that I felt from it. But then also on the flip side of that, having that experience is quite nice to be like, cool. And there's also a good thing about it. It's like I was responsible and I was professional. Yes. Yeah. And I do like that side of me. I just don't want that to be my whole personality. Yeah. And it's been nice to like refine that over the past like 4 years, I guess.
So when you left, what have you been up to since you left drama school?
So I did Edinburgh Fringe for 2 years, 2023, 2024. I say I didn't get any work from the Fringe. I actually did get a few jobs from the Fringe, but not through external means, like through connections that I'd made, which is
that's good.
obviously really useful.
Yeah.
But I think you sort of go with an expectation that maybe you're going to get like scouted or something. Do you
Someone's
know what I mean?
going to see you in a show and go,
yeah,
you know
like
what?
Tina Fey went to see our Fringe. Tina Fey and Edgar Wright went to see our Fringe show. And Bob Odenkirk went to see our other Fringe show. And like, it would be great to have something like that in. We weren't expecting it, so it wasn't like something we felt we missed out on, because that's just crazy. But I think you like, maybe there's a casting director from a theatre company or something.
Yeah.
But yes, I did perform to Saoirse Ronan, actually. Okay. Not in Brain Cells, but there's a show called, you know about the show, your friend was in it. Because he got the part that I auditioned for. There's a show called The Importance of Being ... Earnest, which is now called ... Earnest. I'm friends with, I now know the company really well that do it. I've understudied for my friends when they were on tour, but I filled in as a guest slot in Edinburgh when Saoirse Ronan was in the audience. So,
amazing.
There's that.
Also, he had a great time with them. So
yeah. I saw him as well, and I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's one of those things though that's so difficult about when you have friends in the industry. When you're like, I've been in this show, I know the tone of this show, they want me for this show, I've auditioned for this show, they've said no, they've gone with someone else.
And they've gone with my mate.
But I'm like, it's not. I don't hold that against them. I think if he was right for the part, which he clearly was, then he should get the part. But it's obviously, there's always a bit of like,
Also, there's always going to be multiple people that that are right for that part, but they can only pick one.
I think sometimes it's hard, especially when you know the people, to remember that you're not the only person auditioning for that role. It's just, like, I think I do go into auditions with the mentality of like, I don't think I'm going to get it. I think that's healthier for me. And then I'm not nervous either. I still like try and give my best. But I'm just like, if I don't get it,
like
my
pin
life
your
doesn't
hopes on
change.
it.
Anyway, so I did Ernest with them. I've done a couple of like rehearsed readings for different things, which has been really fun.
What are they like? Because I've never done a rehearsed reading. Is it like a short rehearsal period? Or literally like a turn up on the day?
So for the first one I did was for a show called The Coconut House, which was, I think, maybe just under a week's rehearsal process. And it was staged with script in hand. Okay. And it was very much run like a rehearsal room for a play. Yeah, obviously you've got script in hand, so it's like... Yeah. It's a little bit limited. I don't know, what I found difficult about that though was like the director sort of... I had a scene where I was like a police officer and I was sort of like intimidating this woman, and it was like had sexual assault vibes. And staging that was really difficult, and what she wanted me to give performance wise, I was like, this is difficult with this limited rehearsal time and with a script in hand. I think when it comes to like more sensitive subjects, it's maybe harder to do a rehearsed reading. Yeah. Or I think if you're doing a rehearsed reading, my advice would maybe be to see if there's some way you can do that outside the box, where you maybe don't stage it and you just read it, because if the writing's good enough, you still get the vibe. Yes. So that was difficult. But then I did one with my friend Holly as well, where we rehearsed twice. It was very like informal. We literally staged it in someone's lounge, and then we did it in Colchester at the Colchester Arts Centre, I think it's called. And it had music and songs in it as well, and we did those. And that was a real testament of like, it's actually not as difficult to stage something as you give it credit for, I think sometimes. I think it depends on the thing. But I think like the time limit of you've got 2 days, you can get it done. Yeah. It was quite a nice challenge to be like, okay, right. And then you don't second guess any of your choices. You're just like, I just have to do that. Yeah, very much.
I feel like if you're a good actor, you would just do what was naturally come from reading the script.
Yeah. I think I often
if you're comfortable enough in yourself to just move about the space.
Yeah, I think I'm someone that gets in my own head as well sometimes, and the first time I read a script, I'm often like, if I could do that on stage, that would be so good. And then by the time I get it on stage, I'm thinking about it too much. I'm thinking about the responses, and it's not as natural, which is where Meisner sort of comes in. So I think they're really fun. And they're really cool, like low effort.
Did they then have an invited audience come along to watch the performance?
Yeah. I think the second one I did was a lot of friends and family, but the first one I did was for the Delhi Theatre. Is it the Delhi Theatre? I think the Delhi Theatre, which I think specialised in like South Asian theatre. Okay. Because it was set, I can't remember now, it was a while ago. It was set, I think, in India or somewhere like that. So there was like lots of different people that often go to that theatre that came to that, which was really fun.
Didn't you also do recently like an improv night?
I did. I've started doing improv this year. I mean, I've done bits of improv. I've done like clowning. The Fringe show had bits of improv in. But yeah, I do an improv group in Reading with Seamus, who recommended he runs it, called What's the Game, which anyone can come along to if you're Reading based. It's £12 a sesh, well worth the money. And then once a month they have a rotating cast of people that take the classes if you want to do it. So you get to sort of put what you do in practice on stage in front of people, which is so much fun, and it's a different theme every month. So I think we're doing one soon, but with like a film and TV themed one.
Fun.
Yeah, so improv's great. But I've also been doing a course with, do you know Showstoppers, the improvised musical?
Yes.
Doing a course with them. I've just finished. I'm doing the second returners course in September. That's sort of been like, I think I found my calling a little bit with that. I didn't know if I was going to be any good at it or not. And then you just give it a try and you're like, oh, okay. I think this is a sort of
I'm actually
a bit of a niche. So I've been doing lots of improv musicals. It's improv through song and scenes and stuff. So that's sort of what I'm focusing on a little bit at the minute. I'm trying to see if I can get my foot in the door with Showstoppers.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what we've got to do.
Yes.
I do workshops with casting directors, but they're casting directors that I want to be in a room with.
Yeah.
So, and I know that they'll be casting a show coming up, and I'm like, well, I'll just do this workshop.
Is that with like Run It, Shouting?
Yeah. Or London Theatre Runway.
Yes, yeah. Nice. I've never done one of those, but I should.
Good.
I've been thinking about doing one for ages.
Those ones are good.
Yeah.
The LTR ones.
Yeah.
They're just really chill.
Yeah.
You do sometimes think, I've paid £50 and I am getting about 5 minutes of time in front of them, as you would in an audition. But actually you get to watch everyone else, and they always give loads of really interesting tips.
It's also not a real £50, it's tax deductible, you know.
Correct.
Yeah. It's quite nice that, like, I think with the Showstoppers thing, I've been like, it's actually quite accessible and quite achievable. Like, not saying that, like, you know, catch me in Showstoppers next week, but like, just to be like, everyone that runs these things and works on these things are human beings.
Yes.
And when you get to spend time with them, not in a theatre, you're like, you're just talking about your weekend plans or whatever, and like you're a human being.
And also when you finish, you can then email them and say, hey, I really enjoyed that. If you've got any space jobs or anything coming up,
for
keep
sure.
in mind.
Yeah.
And if you weren't shit on the course, you know.
I had an audition this week, actually. So hopefully that means I'm not shit.
Hooray! I always look at the Mischief comedy ones, their courses as well.
Yes.
Again, because I want to be in their
Mischief
shows.
are great, yeah.
Well, now you seem to be dabbling back into musical theatre. You did a lot more musical theatre a few years ago, I feel, and then because you just did a straight acting course.
Yes.
Do you prefer one to the other, or are you feeling like, actually I want to, now I know I can swing and vogue, I can I can slip back into musical theatre?
I don't know that I prefer one to the other, but I find musical theatre easier. I think I find acting through song easier. But it's not necessarily the only thing that I want to do. I didn't think I was good enough for musical theatre, which is why I did an acting course. But I think
Tom!
I know. Now I would,
But I just want to say he played one of the main drag queens in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Tom's a very good musical theatre performer.
Now I think I'd have the confidence to...
You played Henry Higgins at 21, for fuck's sake, in My Fair Lady.
Yeah. I think, though, with that, if I'm being honest, it was... You're the only person that I think fits the casting.
Fits the casting?
Yeah, but now I think I would have the confidence to be like, I can do musical theatre.
Yeah, okay.
But my voice is always something I've been really like...
Self-conscious?
My voice is something I've always struggled with, I think. Or I had singing lessons at Stagecoach from like 5, 6 to 16 years old. So for a good like 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
But your voice changes a lot during that time, especially if you're a male.
Yes.
And my singing teacher, who is a guy called Nathan, left to do other stuff when I was sort of going through that, when I was going through puberty. And then I got a female singing teacher who just wasn't quite as good at, maybe didn't know what to do with a young boy. Yeah. I don't know that many people do. I think it's probably quite a specialist thing. But so I think I just took a real like knock to my confidence for ages. And then doing Amdram really helped me build that back up. But now Nathan, I have started taking lessons with him again, same teacher I had when I was a kid. And now I feel really, really confident about my voice. And I'm like, great, I know what my limitations are, but I know what I can do. And now I think I'm like, yeah, I could do musical theatre.
Great.
Yeah. But at the time it was like, yeah. So I think in an ideal world, I just love to do a bit of everything.
A bit of everything.
I'm a real snob with musical theatre as well. I think there's a lot of musicals out there that I'm quite angry about. I'm like, what? This shouldn't be made.
How is it? How is this in one of the biggest theatres ever for this long?
Yeah, and there are a lot of shows. I think I'm aware a lot of people like these shows. I don't want to shit on anything.
It's all opinion based, isn't it?
Yeah, I hated Back to the Future so much, but I know so many people that love it. I like some of the songs in it, but I think I just struggle with a lot of the commercialised. This is based on a specific IP kind of thing, unless it's done in a way that I think is a bit subversive or like the Lord of the Rings that the Watermill Theatre did. I was just like in love with. And my favourite musical I've ever seen is Amelie, which also came from the Watermill. But it was like Actor Musos and I don't know. But then like I love Kinky Boots. That's like a big I think that's great. And Book of Mormon and so I think I'm a bit annoying when I'm aware of that when it comes to musical theatre. That I'm like,
do you find it hard to go and just actually sit and watch it and not be like, I wouldn't have done that?
Yes. I think I do watch a lot of things with quite a critical eye and try not to. But sometimes...
It's really hard when you're a performer though, or like also a director or a creative in any way. It's really hard to watch and not go, I would have done it in that way.
I think what I find really difficult about it, and I had this thought recently because I just watched Toy Story 5. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've not.
I thought it was fine, which is a shame because I think the first 4 I think are so good. Like some of my favourite films ever. But I think when it's something that's got so much money put behind it and takes up so much revenue from other things, I'm like, there's no reason for this to not be anything less than like exceptional. Whereas when I go to the Fringe and I see something that's not quite perfect or even just a bit shit, but it's in a small venue and it's like a 3-person team, I'm like, but it's okay that it's shit because they don't have the resources or the money to get it to where it needs to be necessarily. Whereas when I see like for me Back to the Future or Moulin Rouge was another one that I didn't like.
I was not a fan.
I hated it.
I think it was the story, not the story, but the composition of the story with all of those fucking songs. I'm not a huge fan of a jukebox.
I thought the songs that they picked, the updated songs, felt like a 50-year-old man who'd looked at the back of a Now That's What I Call Music.
Yes,
and
I literally,
from 10 years
when
ago.
they started singing Chandelier, me and my brother looked at each other like, are you fucking kidding me? Why is this in it?
There's one bit in it where they're in a sort of like, I don't know what the wording is, but a very like posh, regal kind of croquet lawn kind of vibe. And they did a snippet of a Outkast song. That was the one point in the show I was like, I really like what they've done there because it was not
Hey Ya, was it?
Angels watching over me, I'm just so fresh and so fresh and
yes,
so clean.
Yes.
But it was all done with like they were singing like it was like it like recontextualized it, and I was like, that's interesting. Sia, however, if it's a song that I can find with Just Dance, I don't know that Moulin Rouge is the space for it. And then my biggest thing was I was like, why have you taken a show about a cabaret and put it in like an end-on West End theatre instead of doing putting in like a cabaret venue and having it all around you? I think that would have been great and interesting. And then even if the story's not that interesting, you've sort of got the like wow factor of the acrobatics and stuff around you.
Like cabaret.
Yeah.
That works really well in that venue.
Right, exactly. And I think, from clips I've seen of Broadway, I think their shows tend to be much, much higher standard. But if you look at why that is, I think, the competition's so much higher, but also they get paid like 4 times more than the West End performers. And like, well, you get a better performance because the tickets are more. Anyway.
So where do you find your auditions and things?
I don't. If this year's anything to go by.
Are you represented by an agent as
I've
well?
got an agent. I got an agent out of drama school.
Very good.
They were a good company to be represented by.
Yeah.
But I think the turning point, they were quite vocal on Twitter about some things that I wasn't super comfortable having as the company representing me put out. It wasn't anything bad. It was like the guy that runs the company is gay, and I think there was something about straight actors playing gay characters, which I think is a fair statement to make. And I don't want to take any roles away from queer actors. But I think that's a more nuanced conversation than a 150 character tweet. And it came across as very much, this is my opinion and this is what I'm saying. And I was like, I don't know that I fully agree. It's a big conversation I could talk about for hours. So yeah, that was the first turning point. And then after that, my other agent came to see me at Brighton Fringe, because she lived in Brighton, to see Brain Cells. And afterwards she was like, you're really funny, you're really good at this. And I was like, you should know that? No. So I was like, okay. And then luckily my friend Fliss is an agent.
Okay.
And I went to stay with her in London for like an evening, and she was like, if you want, I could represent you. We have a gap for someone like you. So yeah, so I'm really lucky I'm represented by my friend at the moment, which is good, because I think she will put me forward for things that I wouldn't put myself forward for. She knows what I can do, and has that sort of confidence that I might not always have in myself. So yeah, I get stuff through from her, and I used to work as an agent for like 6 months, so I have quite a good understanding of how it works and what they do.
How did you do that?
This was 2017, 2018 maybe.
Pre-drama school.
Yeah, I was looking for representation. I emailed a load of places, and I found there's this one place that had an opening for an agent, and I was like, I'm actually looking for representation, but I see you've got an opening for a slot. And he was like, yeah, you can represent yourself if you want. Just like, work for the company, and we'll also add you as a client. Just sort of a bit like a co-op.
Okay,
I guess, It wasn't a co-op. I was one of 2 agents in the company. So I just literally threw an email, and he was
Was
like,
it quite difficult wanting to be an actor though, and being an agent at the same time? Or were you representing enough different people from yourself that actually?
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't think I'd thought about it that much. I think what's maybe harder is like showing up to the audition and seeing everyone that looks like you. Because I feel like you don't really get to see who gets submitted for stuff. And we didn't have that many people we were quite a small agency, and there weren't many people like me on the books. Or anyone like me, really. We were all very different. But I think it just gave me a good understanding of like what the breakdowns look like, how many breakdowns come through, and then how often you get like a response from people.
Okay.
So I think it really helped me actually, and made me realise that I don't want to be an agent. At least not one that works solely on commission. I think I could do it if I was not.
There's so much work that the agent has to do.
Yeah, if you're with like a start-up agency, you got to make sure that it's what they want to do, because they were a small agency when I worked for them. It was 2 people, one of them left, so they hired someone else, and that person was me.
Right.
And it was purely on commission. So it was literally like, you have to be emailing every day, every hour of every day.
And also then the outcome of you getting commission is not based on the work you've done, because also it depends on the actor getting...
You have to trust that the clients are good as well.
Yeah, oh my God.
And don't remember who we had on our books, but I don't think... They weren't people that I'd chosen. So I was like, oh, some of them might be good, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never met them.
Yeah. So it's tough, which I think is why I understand when you look at like, I don't know, Conway Van Geldergraan or whatever, and they've got 8,000 clients. And it's like, well,
and
that's
think,
because
well,
they can continue to run.
And there's more of a chance of them getting some jobs out of it with 8,000 clients compared to 20.
Yeah. They can put up like 13 clients from their own agency, you know, and then they might...
Yeah.
There's a good chance of them getting some... Yeah. But
Yes.
it is a really brutal job. So I think, you know, I have a lot of respect for agents, but also I think there's a lot of shit agents out there as well who just don't...
Who's kind of start up thinking they want to do it and maybe don't realise actually it's really hard. And then they realise they have to do some other jobs to supplement that. And then they're not putting all their focus on being an agent.
And then you might miss a casting breakdown if it's open for like 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, it's not necessarily a choice to be a bad agent. I think if you're one agent with 25 clients, so people are going to get neglected sometimes. It's just too many people to not... You're not choosing to not put people forward for lots of things.
Yeah.
But you're, you know, maybe just not realising that they've not been... And, you know, they can see what they've submitted you for. And I think you can and should ask for breakdowns of your auditions to see what you've been put forward for and what you're getting and what you're not getting. But
that's funny. My old agent actually posted the other day saying people shouldn't be asking for breakdowns like they can, but they shouldn't, because why do you want to see a list of things that you didn't get called in for? Yeah,
that's also the thing though. I think there's so many... At drama school, we had lots of stuff to do with agents, like workshops and stuff. Everyone tells you different things. Yes. And the reality is that just like...
No one knows. Yeah. Everyone's just making up as they go along.
Yeah. That's like saying if you go to the pub with friends, you should buy everyone peanuts for the table. But some people have peanut allergies. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're human beings.
Yeah.
And like I think someone else said this about agents being like, don't ask for casting breakdowns, it's rude or whatever. I'm like, it's not. It's that if that's what your agent's views are, then fine. But also, they shouldn't be funny about sending you proof that they're working for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to work together.
Especially
and you need to be a good client too.
Yeah. And if you've not had any auditions through for 3-4 months, it's very valid for you to message and say, hi, I've not had anything come through. Do you know why? Like, what things have you been submitting me for? Is there anything I can change or... Yeah,
my agent Fliss at the minute is like, we are putting you forward for stuff, but you're not anything coming through at the minute, and also just you need to update your show reel. Because it's bad. So, like, you know, it's like, cool, okay, I know where I stand.
I'll do that.
And you're telling me we're communicating. Yes. I think that's what it is, about just communicating.
Yeah.
And, there's no, like, I really don't think there's any right or wrong thing to do. It's so easy to listen to someone who's worked in the industry for 20 years when they tell you to not open your like letter with a joke or something like I do, because you're like, well, you've worked in the industry for 20 years or whatever. But then also, in my opinion, I'm like, well, if this was me, I'd want some personality in.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be long. Yeah. Fine. But also, I'm not a robot.
Yeah. Mine is something like...
especially if they're posting like quite funny things on like their social media. So you kind of have an idea of maybe what their personality is a little bit like.
Yeah. I think my opening for my like letter is like professional silly boy and hater of mushrooms or something like something. It's like a Tinder profile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, some people won't like that, but some people will.
Yeah. And if they don't like that, then do you really want to be working with them? That's not the right person to work with. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But someone recently I was talking to at a wedding has got an email tracker that I'm going to start using, which I didn't know was a thing, but you can see when they've opened it and then like how many times they've opened it, if they've downloaded the document. And he was like, I've followed up with everyone that's opened my CV a couple of times and just recently got an agent from it. So I was like, I'm definitely going to start doing that.
Then I'm definitely going to spy on people. Thank you.
Yeah. Because then you can see just like who doesn't want you or who's
actually not interested.
Yeah.
Like lots of them are like, lots of them are like, well, so we opened them all, and then we'll just put you into a certain folder.
Yes. So yeah, I through an agent, but my main source of work has been through either making my own work or doing workshops or classes or something, like stuff that I thought wouldn't open doors for me but has, like doing an improv class in Reading. I got recognised at the pub on Monday in Reading.
Oh my god, you're famous.
I know. I got recognised in the Soho Theatre. But we had these stickers in our Fringe show that would say like, "Hello, my name is Hormone," and she was like, "Are you?" We just watched Stamptown, and she was like, "Are you Joe and Tom? Oh, are you my last two brain cells?" And we were like, "Yeah." We were like, "Is there a flyer around or something?"
No, she meant her last few brain cells.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here?
Then she was like, my name's Charlotte. I saw you at the Fringe. And we were like, oh, wow. And then she turned her phone around and she had the sticker on the back. And we were like, oh, my God. And
if you were walking wearing your own merch. You know.
Yes, yeah. We were dressed as characters.
As the character.
But she's a friend of mine now.
Shout
out to Charlotte. Hope your Edinburgh University course is going well. Yeah, we connected on Instagram and but what was the point of that? Oh yeah, just like but I didn't expect to sort of necessarily get as much work as I did from brain cells and from showstoppers and improv courses, but it's just like cool. I think you just need to be enthusiastic and friendly.
Yeah. And sometimes it feels like you're paying out so much money to do this thing that you want to get paid for.
Yeah.
But
But
there's a means to an end.
And it's tax deductible. That's always my go-to.
And no tax deductible.
And I think there's something to be said for just like being genuine with people and not expecting anything. Like I didn't expect an audition from the Showstoppers course, but so I wasn't. It's like I think it's like when you meet famous people. If you go up to them and you're like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. I love you so much. Can I get your autograph? They're suddenly like, oh, this is a fan. This is a interaction that I have to sort of like manage. Whereas I think, I don't know, if you're like, I really love this thing that you did. I thought it was really cool and I just wanted to come over and say hi. Or even like, can I get you a drink or so? Do you know what I mean? And then they're like, okay, this is a human interaction. I think they don't want anything from me. And then I think there's people are more open to like, actually, do you know what? I have an audition coming up that I think you'd be good for. Or, yeah, I think that's worked well for me. Yeah.
Nice. What nice advice.
Yeah.
Do you have... I think I know what the answer to this will be.
Yeah.
Do you have many side hustles that you do that aren't creative?
I mean, I've got my like muggle job, as they say, unless we're cancelling the phrase muggle job because
it potentially
the demon that is J.K. Rowling.
It could potentially be cancelled.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I am wearing a golden snitch engagement ring.
Oh. You're going to say top. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a whole other thing though, right? Of like separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a work from home job, which I got through drama school actually. So my friend's mum, I trained with her, not her mum, but she worked at a place and they were like, we need a couple of flexible workers. So I have a very, very flexible job, which I hate, but I'm grateful for.
Damn.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have... I think it's something I'm trying to get into more. I'm sort of like floating between places at the minute, trying to figure out where I'm going to settle. I think once I've done that, then I will probably get some more side hustles. But I think I want some stuff that I can do that feels vaguely...
creative in some way.
Yeah. I know so many people that are like Zumba instructors or something, and I'm like, that would be fun.
Get you in as a Zumba instructor immediately.
Something like that.
Did you like the facilitating work that you did?
Yeah, I did. I think it's really difficult. I was quite young as well, and I think when you don't have the training, and also when you're 18 and you're teaching 13-year-olds, there's sort of a vibe of like, I still need to think I'm cool because we're both kids.
Yeah. There's a weird line and you don't know which side you should be on.
Yeah.
I'm your teacher, but I'm
the blind
also
leading the blind. Yeah, and then
I'm
they send
also
you a
your
friend request
mate
on Facebook, and you're like, I can't accept it, but it's weird that I can't accept it because you're only like 3 years younger than me. Yeah, so I did enjoy it, but it's different. I taught like one group that was specifically for kids on the spectrum, and I like went from facilitating it to just full on leading it, and it was like the hardest thing I've ever done.
That's hard.
So difficult. And I think when you're young as well, a lot of the time you just go to sort of like raising your voice to try and get quiet, but that's not how it worked. So yeah, I think it's really, really rewarding and really fun to just sort of do something creative, and it's always well paid for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But
it's hard finding a side hustle that is as flexible as you need it to be to perform.
Yes.
And also not crush your soul.
Yeah. There's an Auntie Donna podcast. I think it's like a Patreon exclusive deep dive one, but one of them says that you either work a job for years that you're shit at as a creative, or you work a different job every 6 months. And it's like it's like
that's what I do.
the best of two evils or whatever.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
And I'm.
I would love a stable job.
Working. You love horses. But yeah, I think I'm currently on that. I've worked this job for like 4 years and I'm shit at it and I hate it. But it's flexible and it's let me do the Showstoppers course. Because travelling into London would be hard to find a job where I could finish in time to get the train.
Yeah.
And it lets me do so much stuff. Yeah. So I'm holding on to it for now.
And also you're sort of an adult, so
yeah, I am.
You probably have adult things to pay for.
My Pornhub subscription.
It's fair. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes doing improv does like, shoot you in the foot. What else could I have said? Taxes? Mortgage? Edit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut that
sure,
out. Yeah,
I'll definitely cut that out.
No, you won't.
No, I won't. Do you have a measure of success for being a creative person? For example, some people have a dream show or a dream role or a dream, like, I want to be in this part in the West End, and when I reach that goal, then I will be successful and happy. Or are you more of a like, actually, this is a long-term career path, being a creative, and I've done loads of successful things along the way.
I weirdly was having this conversation with a friend the other day. I think I used to be like, I need to be a Hollywood actor and win an Oscar, and now I'm like, who cares, as long as it's fun. I think I had this realisation through the Fringe. Basically, when we did the second year, 2024, we thought we were just going to fly through it because we'd had the first year, we were the 7th highest rated show, and people knew the show, and we were in a better venue, and we'd improved the show. And I think we struggled a lot more the second year. We didn't do as well sort of critically, even though I think the show was just objectively better. And like our PR person, who we didn't have the previous year, dropped out the week before the show. Yeah. And what I was saying to my friend was like, it's really difficult to know when to stop and just to be happy with what you've got. And I think it's difficult to be happy with like being the 7th highest rated show of the Fringe, because you're always like, but there were 3 unpublished reviews that could have taken us higher, but we didn't get any jobs out of it, and but blah 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 blah. And I think it's really important to just be like, no, what are the good things? What did I achieve? Mm-hmm. Which is like a lot. And like, who am I doing it for? Because I'm certainly not.
Who are you trying to like impress?
Win an Oscar for myself.
Yeah.
It's for validation from other people. Therapy is great. Everyone should get therapy.
Yes.
But yeah, I think there's just something great about being like, yeah, I've done that and I'm really happy with it, and I'd like to take it further, and I feel like we can. But if it doesn't go anywhere, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. No,
because you did great things with it.
Yeah, and
performed some great venues with it.
Loved it. And I think like if I think about why I do what I do, like it's because I like entertaining people and making people feel good, and like the sort of mission statement with the show was, we want people to leave buzzing like they've just left a like party, really really excited, and we did that. And I'm like, I think that's such a like gift to give people. Yeah. And I had a great time doing it, and still got external validation from people as well as internal.
People clapped at me.
Literally, yeah. Then I got recognised. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, I think I'm much more like, just take it as it comes now. I think I definitely want to, like, I'd love to play like Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors. Would be like a dream.
Oh, you'd be great at that.
And I'd love to do a film and a comedy series. Like, there are all sort of things that I'm like, that would be great to try and get. I think it's good to have goals, but I'm not like putting myself in a position of like, it has to be this thing. I'm just
and if
like,
I don't get it, then I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah, it's just something you can work towards. But I think you can't make that your only thing. You have to be like, I'm working towards this, but I'm doing other stuff as well that makes me happy.
Equally as
because
happy.
You know, if I got hit by a bus tomorrow, like, then I've not done it anyway. So you just say like, but therapy's great, and I honestly
recommend
think
it to
everyone
everybody.
should have therapy.
I was just about to say maybe you should be a therapist, and actually my next question is, what advice would you give to anyone who's just coming in
I've thought about doing
to the
a
industry?
Psychology degree.
It's quite a commitment.
Yeah,
but
my friend's just qualified as a therapist. I would love to. I think that everyone would probably do this, but I'd love to like jump back in time by like 10 years with my brain now, because I'd be so much more confident and self-assured and know what I want and how to go about it. And I like just turning 30 and I'm like, I wish I could spend my 20s in that headspace.
Yeah.
But obviously you can't. So, but I think looking after my own mental health is, I genuinely think is the best thing that anyone can do in the industry. I think if you're talking about like performance as a creative thing, I think performance comes from like, good performance comes from being healthy, I think. Like, I'm not saying you can't have a mental illness and be a performer. I think especially...
I think there are many people who,
right?
who are in that position.
With comedy as well, like Nish Kumar's always like, I don't think you can work from a healthy place. I think you have to work from it. But I think just like having the confidence in yourself to just get up and be like, not worry so much about how you look and how you are, and just be like, I'm just trying to do this thing and other people don't care. They're all worried about themselves as well. Mm-hmm. I think that's...
It's a shame because you don't really think about that until I was in my 30s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I was like, actually, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Things. Post the video. Who gives a fuck?
Yes. And I think also, like, on the Meisner thing, I think that's what's really good because Meisner is about getting you out of your own head. So you're like, in an ideal Meisner, like, exercise, you sort of come out of it and you're like, I don't really know what happened, because you just really focused on the other person and you're not focused on anything else. So yeah, I think just like, my advice would just be like, just be curious about your own brain. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to pay 40 quid a month for BetterHelp or whatever. That's not how much BetterHelp is. BetterHelp's like 160.
This is not an advert for BetterHelp,
no,
by the way.
They are great. BetterHelp, I use them for a bit, but I think just like there's so many psychology videos and stuff online that you can watch and just learn things about your brain. It's a guy called Alain de Botton. Oh. He's Swiss. I don't know why I said that French
Alain
accent.
de Botton.
But he has a YouTube channel called School of Life and a website and stuff. And I just think, just listen to some podcasts with him. He knows a lot about the brain and how people act and why they act the way they do. And I just think that's good to understand it a bit more, and then you can sort of leave certain things at the door. Which I think drama schools used to be like, leave everything at the door, which means whatever you're going through in your personal life, you have to just completely ignore.
Doesn't exist.
And it will kill you, but it doesn't matter because the performance is more important. Whereas I think by leaving stuff at the door, I mean like, you can leave all the bullshit that doesn't help you at the door, but bring in stuff, but still bring in like personal. You can come in and be like, I don't feel great today, but I'm going to do it anyway, and I know how I feel about that. And
you might get a different performance to what...
Yeah, but I'm not going to bring any, like, the stuff I'm going to try and leave outside is the, like, what do other people think of me? And that stuff. I don't think that's helpful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not very funny, but that's my answer.
No, it's a bit weird for a comedian.
Yeah. Also, go on YouTube and search fart sound effects.
That will immediately put you in a better mood.
It depends on who
guys,
you are, maybe.
Farts are funny.
Farts are quite funny, I think.
I find them hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's like a chocolate box.
Of chocolates, yeah. Or people falling over. Also good.
Have you ever done stand-up comedy?
No, I've thought about it though. It's something I do want to do. Everyone always says to me, I think you'd be really good at stand-up. And then I stand up and then they don't laugh.
There you go.
I have this story actually that I love to tell, which could go on my stand-up set. So George, previous guest of the Theatre Mum podcast.
Go and listen.
When we were out for drinks at the pub one time, he told me that I haven't told him this story as well, I don't think he picked up on it. He told me that I was the funniest person he'd ever met. So I was like, great, I'm going to read you out my like jokes tab of my notes page on my phone. To complete silence, just not a single laugh. Yeah, I think there's some pretty good stuff on there, but As there's a good slice of humble pie.
Yeah. Put you back in your place.
Yeah.
Not time for you yet. To be fair, though, doing the improv workshops probably.
Yeah.
That's probably going to help towards that.
Yeah, I think there's
I know any stand-up comedians.
There's a dropout show called Crowd Control, which is stand-up comedy but all from audience interaction. So it's like talking to the audience. There's nothing planned, and I do think it's one of those things. It's not as, I haven't done it obviously. I know it's very, very difficult, but I think it's maybe can be more accessible than people want it to be, myself included, because I'm like, that's terrifying. But then you watch someone do something like that, and you're like, actually, they're just sort of talking about this person's life. They're not even necessarily like cracking jokes. They're just being charismatic, and people find that.
It's just having a chat with them down the pub, you know.
But no, I would love to do stand up at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Improv. I'm quite good at improv, but it scares me. It fills me with anxiety every time I do it, and then it's absolutely fine. When I'm in it.
I think
so. The thought of doing stand up. I've shat myself right now.
I think improv is the one. Maybe there's something else. I think improv though is like one of the only pieces of performance art where the audience are just as nervous as the performers. Every time I'm in an improv show, I'm like, don't be shit. And if it is shit, I'm like, this is the worst thing.
This is shit,
This
guys.
is so bad.
Where do you think you're headed next?
Probably home after
this
recording, yeah.
On your creative journey.
I think, hopefully, going to try and set up some sort of improv musical thing with a friend. I think comedy is not something I saw myself doing as a path until we did the Fringe show, and I was like, oh, I can actually make people laugh quite easily, and then was like, well, I should do that then.
You should do that.
I think
more.
that's another piece of advice actually that I would give to people in the industry is like, don't worry about the end goal, just find your niche for now and follow that. If your niche is like restoration plays or so, do you know what I mean? Try and do that, because I think if I look at the trajectory of a lot of actors, they like Steve Carell started doing improv comedy, and then he's doing The Office, and then all of a sudden he's doing like serious Little Miss Sunshine or Foxcatcher, and he's giving like incredible performances.
What was it? Was he in Four Seasons?
He's in Four Seasons, yeah.
He's really good in that. There was another one he's done recently. Rooster. That was the other thing he's done.
Oh yeah, I've not seen that.
He's really good.
I think he's
really
my
good.
favourite actor. But I think he just sort of, there's so many people that have gotten to where they are through comedy, and I'm sure that's the same of other specific areas. But like James Acaster was in the last Ghostbusters film, and he's normally just going poppadoms on bread, poppadoms on bread. So I think that's sort of, I'm just going to keep trying to go down that path.
Yeah, it's quite nice not knowing.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to do a bit
make it up as you go along.
So
excellent.
Nice to make people laugh.
Yeah. Where can people find you and follow your?
You can find me on Instagram that I don't use anymore. I still have it. I think if I do career stuff, I will start using it again. But my current Instagram handle is Tossy Fitchits, which is my like sort of comedy stage name that I am starting to use.
Nice.
Which
I'll put a link in the podcast notes, guys. We won't spell that.
I won't tell you why it's called that. I'll tell Holly afterwards. But you can also follow my last 2 brain cells on Instagram and everything, because I'm sure we'll do something with that at some point as well. And then What's the Game theatre company or improv comedy group in Reading. They perform once a month. I perform with them when there's a free slot. So if you want to come see some free comedy, it's not free. I don't know why I said free comedy. If you want to come see some paid for comedy, it's quite cheap and it's good fun, then I'd recommend it. Or come along to the class.
Yeah, go to the workshops.
Yeah, they're very good.
Excellent.
And not scary, I should say.
Not scary.
Yes.
Very important.
Genuinely.
Don't be scared.
Seamus runs the classes with don't try and be funny mentality, which I think is what most people worry about with comedy.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, we've got so many people from different backgrounds. So, yes.
Have you got a YouTube as well? Do you do anything on there?
No, I
Just stalk people.
If you search my name on YouTube, you can. If you search my name on anyway, you can find a lot of incriminating stuff. Holly did say she was going to bury me.
Good luck, guys.
So easy to find. You can find me doing the Newbury Harlem Shake.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Any podcast recommendations? Do you listen to podcasts?
I do listen to podcasts. Some little shit called George Stacey stole my recommendation though.
What a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it anyway. The Auntie Donna podcast. They do absurdist improv character comedy. I've been following them since like 2012, and they have. Oh my
god, they're still going.
They're still going. They're great. They've got a Netflix show. But I really, really love their podcast. Although I wouldn't say it's necessarily always like entry level. Like it's I think you need to, I'd look for a playlist that's like to get into Auntie Donna podcast.
Okay.
Aside from that, what do I listen to? Smosh reads Reddit stories where they read like Am I the Arsehole story, like I slept with the bride 2 days before the wedding.
I love that.
I brought my support raccoon to my sister's wedding. Am I the Arsehole? Which is a real story. Shout out to Pebble the raccoon. But I listen to that and Auntie Donna religiously. And then Ear Biscuits, which doesn't really exist anymore. But do you know Rhett and Link?
No.
They're like some OG YouTubers. But they had a really great podcast, and I would specifically recommend this section of their podcast or like episodes of their podcast that's called, I think it's called The Forgotten Years or something like that. I can't remember right now. But basically they used to be evangelical Christians who were born and raised in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. They moved to LA together for work, and they both deconstructed together along with their wives and are not evangelical Christians anymore. But they talk about their time in that period, what they believed, how their beliefs have changed, how incredible it is that they both deconstructed at the same time and were also able to stay with their wives who also and then they did this great series called Sextember, where they talk about sex. And there's an episode because they have a lot to say about sex because they grew up as no sex before marriage.
Yes.
So they did a couple of episodes with their wives where their wives spoke about what it's like being a woman in the evangelical church when it comes to shame and sex. And they have a good take as men as well, but it's so much more messed up for the women.
Yeah.
They're very interesting. And then there's some like less intense episodes as well where they just talk about camping trips or holidays or whatever. But, yeah, so Ear Biscuits, Smosh Reads Reddit Stories, Auntie Donna podcast.
Very nice. Thank you.
And the Theatre Mum podcast.
Obviously. Yeah. Thank you very much.
George did it first as well. Yeah.
Stop copying George, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm so pleased you came. That's it, everyone. Thanks, hopefully, for listening. It's probably just George listening, actually.
I'll listen as well, because I'm a big narcissist.
Yeah. So that'll be 2 whole listens.
How do you sign off the podcast? Do you have a...
I do have a sign off.
You do? Great.
Yeah, I do. It's really exciting. I say, from one creative to another, break a leg, guys.
Ooh. Can we say it together?
Go on then. Do you remember it?
From one creative to another, break a leg, guys.
Yeah. Ready? From one creative to another, break a leg.
Oh, I messed it up at the end. Damn it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bum, 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 bum.